Okay, so polynomials video 4 is the binomial by binomial, so it's the last page of your foldable. And a binomial by a binomial is when you're multiplying two terms by two terms, okay? So looking, this spells out FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. It's just an acronym that can help you to remember that everything needs to be multiplied by everything. So you would do your first terms of each binomial, and then the outer terms, which is the outer terms of the binomial. Then you multiply your inner terms together, and then the last terms. So it's referencing where the terms fall in the binomials. So it kind of can help you to remember. Otherwise, you just need to remember to draw your arrows connecting each term of the first binomial with each term of the second binomial. So with the x, you want to draw it to this x and to the 5. With the 2, you want to draw to the x and to the 5. All right. Make sure everything has an exponent. And then start. I always like to start with the first one. So you have x times x, which is x squared. And then x times 5, which is 5x. So that takes care of my first term. So now I'm looking at the 2. I'm going to do 2 times x, which is plus 2x. And then 2 times 5, which is plus 10. All right, then you need to make sure, are there any like terms to combine? Well, I have a plus 5x and a plus 2x. So bring down your x squared. 5 plus 2 is 7x, and then bring down your plus 10. That would be your answer. All right, not so bad. Look at example 8. Draw your arrows, 3a to the a, 3a to the minus 2b, b to the a, b to the minus 2b. Make sure everything has an exponent so that you don't forget to add it at the end. So start with your first one. 3a times a would be, let's see if we can find enough space to write. 3a squared. No, I want to write right underneath so y'all see it. 3a times negative 2b, so 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Bring down your a, bring down your b. You're multiplying both of them. They both have to come. So then we have b times a. We're going to write them in alphabetical order, so it'll be ab. And then b times negative 2b, so it's going to be minus 2b, and then add 1 plus 1, which is squared. The only variables to combine are this minus 6ab, the only like terms to combine, and this minus 1ab. So negative 6 minus 1, if you put it in your calculator, is negative 7. So we would have 3a squared minus 7ab minus 2b squared. So looking at our last one, put your exponents, if there isn't one there, draw your arrows. I know it's a small space, just work with it. So then you follow your arrows. D times d, the first terms would be d squared. D times negative 5 would be a minus 5d. That's your outer. The inner terms would be 5 times d, which is plus 5d. And then your last terms, the 5 times a negative 5 is minus 25. Combining our like terms, we have a minus 5d plus 5d. Well, negative 5 plus 5 is 0, so those two will cancel out. And all you're left with is d squared minus 25. And sometimes that happens. So turn to your practice and start working on